Hi, everyone. I'm taking a course called Botanical Constellations through the School of Evolutionary Herbalism. Through my studies, I'm learning so much more about plant medicine through the astrological year. I thought I would start something new for you with this month. I would like to take what I'm learning from the plants and share with you the messages that come out. I would encourage you to take a minute as you listen to me to close your eyes. Get really still with your breath and just ask, what messages do you need to receive through the month of June? What messages are going to guide you, help you thrive and flourish through the month of June? What do you need to hear? And I'm going to set the same intention for you as you're watching this, as I consider the plants. I've been setting an intention for the last 2 days of thinking about you, of the people that I know as I see your names, as you open up my emails and so forth. And what intention would you want? And I can hold that intention for you. So I did that as I was considering what to tell you. You are going to use your intuition to choose what works for you as you listen to me. And so as I share with you, see what plants call to you. What came up for me was about heart opening. This is going to be a month where you are going to be encouraged to open your heart, to explore, to tap into the depths of your emotions, how you're feeling, the truth and authenticity that lives within you. This is a time for you to open your heart. The plants can also help you. Believe it or not, they can help you with new love, new inspiration, new romantic possibilities. So be open to that as well. Stay open to that kind of energy. But this month, your key is heart opening. So you can do some things to open your heart energy center. There are lots of meditations that you can try. You can also wear the color green, wear the color pink, or use crystals like rose quartz and other green or pink crystals are great for opening up the heart center. The heart opening plants can also be helpful when a pain or a forgiveness that needs to be released from your heart is in order for it to fully kind of open and welcome in this new chapter, this new cycle. The sun reveals the inner light of your essential self that dwells within the spiritual heart. The truth that shimmers within the heart instills a vision that shows us who you are at the core. Trusting and following the center of your inner solar system brings you into alignment with the highest virtues of your true self. You develop your true identity from within. As you enter the territory of the heart and build a bridge to your essence, you begin to see ways in which you're not living in accordance with that essence. You see the conditioned patterns imprinted onto your mind and the ancestral patterns you carry that shroud your inner light. The healing journey is thus initiated as the inner sun shines outward from your heart and vaporizes the falsities piled up around your true self. This healing process is the essence of your life journey. As you grow and evolve, your actions and willpower come into alignment with your essence, which is connected to the essence of all things. Your will thus transcends your individual ego and becomes a vessel for something beyond yourself. You act in service to the greater good, not just your own. You embody your purpose and live it with strength and humility, through the sun, you become who you really are. The deeper you go into your heart and connect to the inner light, you open your eyes and see that this same light is infused within all of creation. Through your heart, you are connected to everything, and each part contains a mirror image of the whole. Nature comes to life as you perceive the light of nature and its living language. You see that everything has its own unique kind of heart. And through it, you enter into communion with life, participating in existence and transcending your isolated perceptions. In this way, heart awareness connects you to all of life and thus generates compassion. For how can you blame, criticize, or judge another and destroy the earth when you realize you are a part of everyone and everything around you? Through the heart, you directly feed the good, true, and beautiful in all things, as the light of your inner sun is connected to the same light within everything. Sun plants primarily taste pungent, which warms the body and disperses stagnation. It expands up and outward to promote sweating and kindles the digestive fire. This taste is associated with aromatic volatile oils, resins, or gums, which benefit tissue states and constitutional patterns of cold and damp, a common pattern with sun deficiency. That's much like what I've been experiencing here lately in the cold northern climate. The pungent taste corresponds to the primary action of many sun-ruled planets, circulatory stimulant. This action benefits the heart and vasculature, but also the brain, immunity, and your digestive system. If you increase blood flow to the brain, memory will improve. If you increase circulation to the digestive system, you increase nutrition and absorption, and you will alleviate a variety of common digestive complaints. And of course, increasing circulation benefits the heart and cardiovascular system by alleviating stagnation within the vasculature, strengthening the tensile strength of veins and arteries, and benefiting literally every cell of the body by increasing oxygen and nutrient delivery and facilitating waste product removal. Many circulatory stimulants raise the core temperature in the solar plexus, bringing blood flow to the core, where it's distributed throughout the periphery, bringing warmth to the whole organism. Circulatory stimulants under the dominion of the sun will often be mildly spicy and aromatic, such as ginger or rosemary, whereas powerfully hot ones are related to the planet Mars, such as cayenne or prickly ash. The pungent taste can be beneficial for Gemini people, and we're in Gemini season. You have to help keep them warm, though caution must be exercised as this action may increase their dryness. If you are born under the sun sign of Gemini, you're more prone to dryness. So be careful with some of the more pungent, warming herbs and foods. You also want to be careful with the astringents, again, due to their drying effect, as well as bitters. Yet, some of the calming nervine bitters can be quite beneficial for Gemini people. And while we're in the sign of Gemini, just pay attention to this no matter your sign. as they generally help the vital force to descend, facilitating with grounding and resetting the nerves. Some examples of bitter nervines are motherwort, hops, and even chamomile. If you make a strong chamomile tea, it is in fact quite bitter. No celestial seasonings here. Cardiotonics nourish, strengthen, tonify, and have a general affinity for the heart. Hawthorn being the classic example. It's worth noting here that while the sun rules the physical heart, the emotional and spiritual heart bears relationship to Venus, the archetype of love, harmony, and relationship. There are a number of remedies that operate upon the heart that correlate to Venus, such as rose and linden. Eyebright is a classic sun remedy for its specificity for the eyes, as is rosemary. Many plants that benefit the eyes do so by operating through circulation. Venus is currently in the sign of Taurus and will enter Gemini on June 8th. When this loving planet enters the earthy sign of Taurus, you may be reminded of just how beautiful this world can be. Venus' presence in this patient zodiac sign signals a time of simplifying complexities, getting down to fundamentals, and rebuilding relationships from the ground up. This is an ideal time to bring love and money issues out into the open so they can be dealt with directly and easily. When that sweet loving planet Venus enters Gemini, which tends to be a little flighty, although it can be fun, it's kind of like someone turned on the lights. We suddenly have greater openness and clarity in what will make us happy. It's about variety and experiencing not just one, but many paths to pleasure. I don't know if when you were little, you ever threw a handful of different flavored Pop Rocks into your mouth. If you ever did that, you have that idea of what that taste was for what Venus in Gemini is all about. It's very effervescent. It's a little ticklish, definitely fun. Not that I'm encouraging you to do Pop Rocks right now. So you'll be moving from an earth sign to an air sign. It's a good time right now before the 8th. I'm talking to you on the 3rd of June. So it's a good time to use Taurus to prepare and ground. And then you'll be ready for fun. Adaptogenic herbs build your vital reserve and replenish core energy. Many are immunomodulating, strengthen the adrenal glands, and can be rather stimulating, often giving them a dual rulership with Mars. You will see many similarities between the Sun and Mars, for they both govern the masculine dynamic forces, though each has its specific and distinct qualities. The heat of the Sun is more gentle, constant, and pleasant, while the intense heat of Mars is like an inflammation and fever, burning away impurities. Energetically, solar remedies will be hot and dry and are thus contraindicated in heat or excitation tissue states. But yet you may see the interplay of antipathy, which is warming and moisturizing, and sympathy, which is cooling and drying, once again, as some sun herbs are hot and dry, such as calendula, St. John's wort, and angelica. And others treat hot and dry in the body and are thus cooling and soothing, such as the fresh flowering tops of chamomile. But the majority of sun remedies are indeed warming and drying to the constitution, so be careful with these during Gemini season. They typically treat the cold, depression, and damp stagnation tissue states, or an excess of kapha, and are used for heart, circulatory system, eyes, heat of digestion, and strengthening your core vitality. While we are in the sun sign of Gemini, the nervous system and mucosal membranes are two of the organs that this sign has an affinity for, which can also relate to the heart. The constitutional affinity of Gemini gets dry. So understanding the importance of your mucosal membranes is also very important. The digestive system is important here as well because Gemini tends to be a nervous disposition, which greatly affects digestion. And the converse is true too, as poor digestion affects the nervous system. Again, herbs that work on the neural gut are highly important here, like the melissa, chamomile that I spoke about before, and catnip. Gemini, because it is so deeply connected to communication, has a strong correspondence to the Shura, or the throat chakra. Here you learn the principles of effective communication, how to be an effective listener, and how to overcome our blockages in self-expression. This center is about reclaiming your true voice and understanding where you lost it so that you can retrieve it. This helps you as you understand your heart better and what you are searching for. An Ayurvedic remedy that could be helpful with this is Bacopa, which has a pungent quality to it that, like other sun plants, this remedy is excellent for the Agni, or fire, of the mind and perception. It directly increases circulation to the brain, assisting with cognitive function and promoting awareness. This can be helpful to your heart as well as other areas of circulation. I hope you have enjoyed this. Listen to it as many times as you want. I know I shared a lot. But I wanted you to know that the world is here supporting you in each of our different seasons. If you have any questions or if you'd like to hear more of these, please let me know in the comments below. Take care. Bye.